Well, many financial advisory firms will have relationships with or be part of groups that are also operating in the general insurance sector. Now, the general insurance sector isn't quite subject to the same regulatory scrutiny as financial advice, but nonetheless does have regulation at the forefront of its mind. And given all the trauma that we've seen in the broader financial markets over the last few years, over the last 12 months, we've worked with a task force of the major insurance companies and brokers to define a framework for professional standards for the future. Essentially, what would good look like? And that defines different aspects of that framework, including CPD, including qualifications. And essentially, you've now got to a situation where a significant number of the major broking firms and the major carriers have signed up to a commitment to follow the principles of the Aldermanbury Declaration, which promote technical expertise and qualifications, particularly in the areas of claims and underwriting. I think the important point to mention is that this is very much an industry-driven initiative. This is not being driven by the regulator. It's the major insurers and the major brokers saying this is what we aspire to, and these are the professional standards that we will implement in our organisations ourselves in order to stimulate and justify the confidence of the public. And I think that's a very strong message for those organisations to send to their customers. So far over 100 firms signed up, most of the major insurers, and our focus is on supporting them now with the implementation over the next few years. Most of the major insurers have committed to it. So, for example, AXA, Allianz, Aviva, Zurich, RSA, Fortis have all committed. And for many of those organisations, there's quite a lot of work and commitment involved now over the next few years. So it's a significant commitment, which we're delighted with. Amongst the broking firms, again, some major names, Towergate, Willis, Bluefin, Giles, have all committed as well. So real momentum behind this, and we're hopeful that those that have yet to commit or are still looking at will follow the initiative from the organisations I've just mentioned.